Okay, today we're going to talk about active and passive verbs. Let's do some definitions first. You may have heard passive verbs also being referred to as state of being verbs or linking verbs. With passive verbs, the subject of the sentence is actually receiving the action instead of performing the action. For example, the man was bitten by the dog. In this case, the man is the subject, but the dog, which is the object of the sentence, is actually doing the biting. But with an active verb, the subject is actually doing the action. So in this case, the dog bit the man. You know, when you use passive verbs, your writing can get a little bit boring. For example, look at this sentence. At 3:15, he is going to get on his computer and will be trying to buy tickets to the concert. That's got a lot of extra words in there that don't really help the sentence at all. But writing in the active voice can help make your writing a lot more interesting. So let's look at this rewrite. After school, he plans to run home, log on to his computer, and try to score some tickets to the concert. Better, way better. New sentence adds a lot of detail through specific nouns and verbs. We find out when it's going to happen, where it's going to happen, and what he's going to do. We got rid of the to be verbs. So right now, we're going to conjugate the to be verb. And don't worry, it's not just for foreign language. Let's look here. To be. In the present tense is I am, you are, we are, he, she, it is, or they are. Then for the past tense, it's I was, you were, we were, he, she, it was, or they were. And don't forget the infinitive to be, or being, or has, had, have been. Those are all forms of the verb to be as well. And then there are contractions. It's is actually it is. There, with apostrophe R-E, is they are. And we're, W-E apostrophe R-E, is we are. So if you're trying to eliminate to be verbs, don't just use the contractions because there's still to be verbs in there. So how about some examples? We can start with the sentence, he is going back to school tomorrow, and change it to, he plans to go back to school tomorrow. That sentence is okay, but how about, although Jack stayed home for a week with pneumonia, the doctor says he can go back to school tomorrow. In this case, it's much better. We added Jack, so we know who it is. We know why he was out, and we know that he can go back to school tomorrow. One more. He was working on a solution to the problem and finally succeeded. Now that becomes, he finally succeeded in solving the problem. Here's a hint. Whenever you see a noun with the tion ending, a lot of times that can become the verb. For example, here, solution becomes solve. Now you'll get to try some. Good luck.
Created using Powtoon.